What's up, YouTube? Deadpool2323 back at it with another haul. This is my July haul. I'm averaging about one haul a month now. Kind of slowed down because I'm buying bigger books. And I'm not just throwing every little book I buy into a haul either. Been on vacation for a week, as you can tell by the attempt to grow a beard. This will be shaved off tomorrow. So let's get into it. I got a lot of books. First thing is a slab. So I bought this book a while back. I had it signed by Jock. See his signature right there. Came back in 9.4. Pretty happy with that. Pretty happy with that. I paid $70 for the book and then $55 for the autograph and grading. So I honestly didn't meet the guy. I paid a company to do it because I didn't really want to stand in line forever to meet the guy. So, yeah, I don't always do that. I did this time. It was easier. So, this first set of books I got from the Art Germ Thor variant. I love that cover. I bought that off of Dustin Saunders, Gizmo 17, on Facebook auction, Comic Book Lovers Buy Sell Trade auction. I also got this. It's a nice Walking Dead 127. This is the first appearance of Magna and more, and the Outcast previews, the first print. It's about a 9.6. So he has auctions on there, and I bought these from him. I got this. First appearance of Ezekiel. This is 108, Walking Dead 108. You know, these first appearances, I think, are a little more neat because you're getting hit twofold. You're getting hit on the movie, and you're getting hit on the comic. Now, in the comics, spoiler alert, Ezekiel's dead, but in the show, he's still alive. So this book still has potential to continue to go up, depending on what they do with Ezekiel. I mean, the actor's a very good actor. Rumored that Rick's going to be leaving, so I thought that might be a good little spec book. I got this before the market craze, thank God. Original Sin, Amazing Spider-Man #4, first appearance of Silk. Interesting story with this. So, what happened was, when I first got back into collecting, I decided to, and my son was getting into, I wanted to get him a key. So the first key I ever bought my son is this book, and he still has it. I think I paid 10 or 15 bucks for it back then. I don't remember what I paid for this copy. I know it was under 20, which right now they're selling for anywhere from 40 to 80, depending on the grade, and it's just a hot book. And the last book I got from him, this was in his charity auction, was Thor 126. You know me with Silver Age. You're going to see a theme here. Lots of old books. So this is one of the big Marvel premiere books. It doesn't have the sticker, but Thor 126, 1968 is basically Thor #1. Prior to that, it was Journey into Mystery, and as you can see, nowhere on there does it say Journey into Mystery. Speaking of Journey into Mystery, so I went to this Craigslist ad, and it was local. And the guy, sad story, son passed away, had a bunch of books he wanted to get rid of. But he wanted like $500 for everything. It was just too much. I put a stack of books together for $50. Some of them aren't in this. I'm going to sell them. But some of the books I'm keeping from that stack, a really low-grade copy of Journey into Mystery 118. Now, I believe this is the first appearance of the Destroyer. But it's a low-grade copy. It's like a... Give it a 2 if you're lucky. I don't have a lot of Journey into Mystery. This was another book. This is an even lower grade. I'd say this is a 1.5 to a 1.0. Journey into Mystery number 119. This is the first appearance of the Warriors 3. So, yeah. The second appearance of the Destroyer. So, pretty cool book. I'll upgrade that down the line. I love the Tales, the Journey to Mystery, the Tales to Astonish, the Tales of Suspense. I love all those runs, those early books. And so this is a good one to get in there. It's Tales of Suspense number 70. What's really cool about this is, you see that, the Nazi symbol, you know? So, don't get me wrong, it's not cool. The Nazi symbol's not cool. It's just when you see books with the Nazi symbol on them, you don't see them very often. And especially at that point, you're talking that book's in the 60s. So, not the 40s. Tales of Suspense number 85. Another cool one. It's a pretty good condition book, too. It's actually really nice condition. Presents beautifully. Some of these books I only paid like $5 a piece for. If I don't remember all the prices. Tales of Suspense number 90. It's just cool to have these Tales of Suspense runs, you know. Nice Red Skull, Captain America cover. It's not in the best condition. You can see it's got some creasing and wear, but overall, you know, when I can pick them up, I do. Captain Marvel number 30. I like that cover a lot. When I first bought it, I thought it was Thanos. I bought it from a friend of mine. And it's actually the first appearance of the Controller, which is him. So I thought that's cool. Captain Marvel stuff's pretty hot right now. Bought this in an online auction. I think I paid less than $10 for it. Nick Fury, Agent of S.H.I.E.L.D. number 14. I've only got like 3 books left and I complete that run. So, what the gamble you take when you buy books online and you don't ask for pictures is right there. Let's see if I can get it better. Rusty Staple. I asked. The guy said no. So, won't be buying from that guy again. Got these for $5 a piece. Thought they were just beautiful. Very good condition. Doctor Strange, number 170. Man, look at the cover. Look at the black in the cover. Like, no creasing. A few little spine things. But, man, for $5? Tell me you wouldn't buy that for $5. He's in the astral plane. He looks like a ghostly figure. The dragon behind him. Beautiful. 171. Again, $5. Love the colors on that. You know, and since we're talking Doctor Strange's character, created by the late, great Steve Ditko. So, rest in peace, Steve. Thank you for your work. And you know, Steve Ditko brought a lot of things to a lot of people, a lot of imagination out of a lot of people with Spider-Man and with Doctor Strange. I have 2 sons who are into comics. I have 4 sons total. 2 are too young yet. My oldest likes Star Wars, and Doctor Strange is his favorite Marvel character. My second oldest is a straight Spider-Man kid. So, you know, Steve, thank you for bringing that joy to my children. $5. Look at that cover, man. I love that cover. I see that cover at conventions, and they want $35, $40, $50. In this condition, in lesser conditions, they're still wanting 20 and plus. I paid $5, so I was happy to do that. You're gonna see a rare DC books in this auction. I know it's not often, but you know I like those bondage covers for some stupid reason. I don't know, but I picked that up in a collection. Lois Lane, number 133. I just thought it was a cool bondage cover. Clothes are torn, ratted, tattered, and she's chained up. Yeah, I thought that was cool. So I went to this convention. I got to tell a story before I get into some of these books. I went to a convention, and at the convention, it was the Ocala Comic-Con. There was like 5 vendors selling books, and 4 of them really didn't have much. Their prices were really expensive. And then I walked by this one guy. He had all Silver Age. I was like, oh, wow. None of them were bag and board. They're just sitting. It was like he took his old collection and he decided to sell it, right? So I'm like, this could be a score. He's got a Silver Surfer #1 sitting there. I'm like, how much for the Silver Surfer #1? He goes, $900. It's like a 2.5, 3.0. I'm like, no. And he has the first appearance of the Rhino. And both these books I have, but I'm trying to gauge his pricing. I'm like, how much for the first appearance of Rhino? It's like a 5.0, 6.0. He wants $300. I'm like, whew. I just left. Go through the rest of the convention, go through all the dollar bins. I pulled like 10 books out of dollar bins that I could flip, not even anything from my personal collection. So I go back and say, well, maybe I can dig through this guy's stuff. I start digging. I come up on a Captain America 117, which is the first appearance of the Falcon. I pull it out. I'm like, how much for this? He's like, $40. I'm like, what? That was low grade. So I open it up, and the cover's completely detached. I put it back. I said, nah, never mind on that. I go through, and I start getting books for great prices. So I paid $15 for this one. Wonder Woman 205. And I thought it was worth it all day long. Love that cover. The rest of the books from that buy, I'll show you in a little bit. Paid $10 for this. This book's been pretty hot. Eternals #1. Unfortunately, when I bought it, I didn't realize it's got a little bit of a crease right there. But again, I only paid $10 for it. Still pretty solid, 7.5. I mean, it's not mint, but it's worth $10. Paid a little bit of money for this one. I paid $25 for this, I believe. Captain Marvel #18. Very significant book. Carol Danvers gets her powers and becomes Miss Marvel in this character. She gets her powers here. She becomes Miss Marvel and Miss Marvel #1. But this is where she gets her powers. It's a significant book. I bought some books off of Reaper Tate. He sent a couple. I bought Catwoman 37. That was real nice of him to send me. Catwoman 63. Love these 2 covers. This cover in particular, especially with the wedding going on, I really like that one. I think that one is really amazing. It just looks lost in her own thoughts. And then that one, they're not Adam Hughes, I don't believe, but I just still think they're really cool covers. So thank you, Reaper. But the book I bought off him was Tales of Astonish #62, the first appearance of the Leader. So I was pretty happy to get that book. Really been wanting that book for a while. Saw these next 2 books online. So I bought them. I paid $50. This is Captain Britain #2. This is the UK, Marvel UK books. It has the inserts. I paid $50 for this and for the next one. This is the second appearance of Captain Britain. And then Captain Britain #1. Really cool book. Been wanting this for a long time. It's the first appearance of Captain Britain. It's got the mask insert. One has a mask, one has a boomerang. They're both in. They have them. Neat thing about these, if you've never seen a Marvel UK, first off, let me hold it up to a regular comic book. See the difference in size, right? So it's hard to find stuff to fit it. Luckily, it came bag and boarded. Otherwise, I'd have no idea what I would do because I wouldn't have a bag and board for it. They don't fit in regular boxes. And they're too small for magazines. I can't get Mylar for it. But they're just paper. You know how the cover of comic books are glossy? These are not. These are just like newspaper material. So really interesting. When I first started getting back in, I said I wanted all the first appearances of all the X-Men from when I was a kid. And Captain Britain was one of the X-Men. He was Excalibur. So I read the Excalibur title, so I wanted his first appearance. Not an easy one to find, doesn't come up often. eBay prices are a lot more expensive. So I paid $50 for both of those, so I was happy to do so. All right. So back to that Ocala Comic-Con. I paid $20 for this. This is the Amazing Spider-Man King Size Annual number 5. This is the first appearance of Peter Parker's parents. Nice copy. Love the cover. I paid $215 for everything. I think I paid $20 for this. This is Fantastic Four number 112. Classic cover. Love the cover. Now, if you get a close-up on it, you can see there's a crease there. There's a crease going across right here. And I want to say, you know, it's got another crease right there. But overall, it's not bad. But it's an upgrade in that my other copy of this has a detached cover. So, I'm going to sell one of them. I just have to decide which one I like better. From Yancey Street Comics, I bought this. I don't remember what I paid, but it's X-Men number 20. And I needed that for my run. So I'm getting there. Another Silver Age X-Men into the run. Hold on just a second. So, bringing up to date here on my list for my wish list for 2018. I have Captain Marvel number 1, Daredevil number 7, and Iron Man number 1 left. Nice copy too. You know, mid-grade, but hell, I don't care. It's the book I wanted, so I didn't pay much for it. $30, I think. So, right there. And that one's crossed off. You can see my son's got a hold of this. My little kids. So, then a spontaneous buy. This is probably 2.5 to 3.0. Daredevil number 7. First appearance of the red suit. I think I overpaid for this. You know, I try to get stuff at such good prices, but, you know, sometimes these books aren't easy to find. I mean, on eBay, there was one for sale. They wanted $450 for a 4.0. So I walked in the store. They had 3 copies. This was the best looking condition for the best price. There was one they wanted $150, and it wasn't that much better than this one. So the other one actually had a this one has some creases and stuff, but the color was faded on the other one. I didn't want a faded colored one. So anyway, so I now have Daredevil's first appearance of the red suit, and I'm ecstatic to own that. I think that's a major key. It's one of the major keys in Daredevil. Daredevil number 7. Off the charts. All right. So the only book I have left is Iron Man number 1, and I don't own it yet. So hopefully by the end of the year, I can get that one. So last couple books I got. So I picked up Amazing Spider-Man number 101. First appearance of Morbius for $100. Gave me my second copy, and I put it in an online auction, and I got $180 for it. Book's red hot. So, you know, if you know what you're doing, you can flip books pretty good. I kept obviously the higher grade of the 2, and then sent the other one. For $25, I picked up Amazing Spider-Man number 122. This was an upgrade from my other one that I had, and I took the lower grade one and I put it in an online auction and got $50 for it. So again, I paid $215 for all these books I'm showing you right now. In fact, let me put them together real quick. I'm going to put these together so at the end I can show you what I got all for $215. And the last 2 books. This is probably a 5.5, maybe a 6.0. Super clean copy, white pages, big the colors just pop, but it's got a couple middle of the book creases. Corners are pretty good. Spine is fantastic. I mean, I may have really scored with this. I paid $40 for this, guys. Amazing Spider-Man 121. Now, I'm going to see if I can. So you can see right there's a little crease in the center. And then right there. And on the A, there. These are center creases. And right on Spider-Man's back, there's a little one. I mean, I don't know. I could be wrong on the grade, but that spine. And that book is just so presentable. For $40, who wouldn't buy that? You know, I think I could probably put 200 on that and sell it. I'm not going to. It's going in my collection. But I absolutely love it. And the last book, guys, is a book I've wanted for a long time. Not a big DC guy. But this is the key DC book I've wanted since I got back into the hobby. I'd say it's a 6.5 to a 7.0. I paid $25 for this, guys. You heard me correct. Batman 251. Neil Adams Joker cover. Look at that book. Oh, just beautiful. Just beautiful. So for $215, got that, 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 and that. 215 for 7 amazing books. No pun intended. You know? So, I think what I've decided to do, since I believe that to be a 7, with a press and a clean, a 7.0, I'm going to get Neil Adams, sign it, and grade it. And I think this will be displayed very nicely next to that. I mean, in my opinion, two of the greatest Joker covers ever. Sitting next to each other on the wall. One signed by Jock, one signed by Neil Adams. It will be amazing. So, all right, guys. So that's my July haul. Working on some pretty decent books for my August haul. I've already got a few lined up. I'll just say it's in the horror line. And I'm still working on other stuff. My August haul will be after the Tampa Comic Convention, which is the first weekend in August. So I don't know what I'll pick up there. Just depends on how much money I bring with me. What kind of deals you find, you know. I know what I'm going to look for. I know I'll find it. I don't know if I'll be able to afford it. And I don't know if what the prices will be. So, but you'll have to wait to my Tampa Comic Con haul to find out. So, till then, guys, collect what you like. Don't apologize for it. Happy hunting.